Pisces, Dark Dove Tarot here. Hope you're doing fantastic. This is your May reconciliation read. So if you've seen my channel before, you know that my rec read or reconciliation read is about an energy between you and another person. So again, this is about you and a past lover, past partner. It could be, you know, a family member, a friend. It doesn't have to be love, but it's generally going to be love. So again, Pisces, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces, always check your other signs, as some months those may resonate with you more than others. So again, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for reconciliation. But you always want to make sure you check your other signs to see what clarity you get from those. Also, this is checking the energies between you and another person, not necessarily you know, stating that a reconciliation is going to happen. Some people message me and say, oh, I thought this was, you know, about our reconciliation. No, this is checking to see what the energies are between you and another person. Any likes, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, the information is in the description below. Also, if you would hit the bell icon and subscribe, that helps my channel succeed tremendously. If you have subscribed, and I know a lot of you understand that there's been an issue lately with getting notifications, it's affected my channel quite a bit. It's also affected a few of my other fellow YouTube friends. So if you are subscribed, if you'd hit the notifications off and then turn it back on and select all notifications, that would be a huge help. But for those of you who have been supporting me, who have been messaging me, letting me know the things that you've seen that have been going on, it is so appreciated. You have no idea how much it means to me. So let's go ahead and get started here in just a moment. Also, there's an extended read available. So if this resonates with you, please feel free to check out the extended read at the end here. Let's go ahead and pull your oracle card and see what your unicorn oracle card says. I love the unicorn oracles. They have a lot of different layers to them. So let's see what the unicorn oracle card says. You have not a wave intensity. So this isn't just a moment. There's a lot more to it. So this is, there's going to be ups and downs all around. Oof. I kind of got the chills a little bit. It made me feel like, you know, I kind of got the chills, kind of like, what are you in store for? You know, is it good? Is it trying? Is it triumphant? What is it here that you're going to be dealing with, Pisces? Now, I always read your sign here, and then I read the other person here. It can be completely reversed. Cross watchers, you're welcome. Can also be completely reversed, but I will address Pisces on this side and the other energy on this side. Now, Pisces, let's start out with you. You have the Seven of Cups in your head and your heart. So your head is here, your heart is here. You have the Seven of Cups, and you have the Ace of Swords in your heart. So in your head, you have the Seven of Cups. I've got choices. I've got temptations. I have different options. The Seven of Cups represents having other options. So maybe you're dating a few different people. Maybe you're interested in different energies, different people. Maybe you're out there just browsing around, seeing what's going on. Your attention or energy is not fully focused on just one particular person. However, it is kind of a self-satisfying, nothing wrong with that either, but it is a self-satisfying intention right now. Kind of seeing what it is you want, testing the waters. The Ace of Swords here, though, is clarity, logic, power. This is in your heart. So this is saying very, you know, without a doubt that you know what you want. So it's interesting because you're trying different waters. You're not necessarily focused on this past person. You're not necessarily focused on anybody in particular. It feels, again, with the Seven of Cups, like there's different options, or you may be just kind of doing your thing, dating when you want to date, doing, you know, the alone thing when you want to be alone. There's no structure, no rhyme or reason necessarily. It's just kind of, if I feel like getting out and going on a date, I will. But it doesn't feel like there's a focus in particular on this one person. However, the Ace of Swords talks about somebody in particular, or an energy in particular, seeing something very clearly. The Ace of Swords is that logic, that power. This is you understanding what it is you want and what it is you feel the need for. There's a burst of fresh air here, but this is often something hits you suddenly. So lately, maybe somebody's been on your mind a lot. You've been thinking about somebody a lot. Maybe you're like, oh, I've been seeing their car. For some reason, they're showing me like a car. So maybe you're like, oh, I've seen this person drive by. So something intensely, that may be where this intensity is coming through. You may be going through ups and downs this month, where this other energy is concerned, Pisces, where, you know, you're not necessarily, again, focused on this person, or you're not even sure necessarily if you want a reconciliation with this person, but there's this like punch in the gut that you're going to have these moments of thinking about this person, or possibly having a dream about this person, or again, seeing their car, thinking you see them across the store and you're like, oh, hey, and then you're like, oh, no, that's not them. So there's something here that the universe is kind of, you know, giving you this intense feeling of, why is this person all of a sudden coming up in my mind? Is there an anniversary here? Am I missing them? You know, maybe, am I missing the mark? Maybe this person was, you know, somebody that was meant for me. Now, in their head and heart situation, in their head, they have the Five of Swords, and in their heart, they have the Magician. So the Five of Swords is a defeat, a dishonor. This person feels as though they really thought that they had something with you, Pisces. They really thought that there was something here with you, and whether, you know, it dissipated because of something you did, they did, or that nobody did. Maybe there's just a falling out and it didn't come back together. The Five of Swords, though, talks about, again, it's like a two-headed, how they have two heads. Somebody, maybe this other person wanted one thing but did something different, or they said they wanted something but they showed you a completely different person. So it's a fear of victory. It's thinking that you're getting one person when in reality you're getting somebody completely different. Now, in their heart, Pisces, this person does want you back, or they want somebody similar to you, or they want, if you were a twin flame energy or connection for them, they want that back. The Magician is wanting to manifest something in your life, or wanting to get somebody back, possibly to get somebody new. This person is going to be putting a lot of time and energy either into figuring out if they want to connect back with you, or if they want to connect with somebody new. In their heart, they know what they want. The Magician is knowing what you want, knowing where you're going, and having the tools to get there, but not sure how to use them. So maybe this is somebody who doesn't know how to connect with you anymore. Maybe they don't have your number. Maybe they, you know, are afraid to get in touch with you. Or maybe they're kind of, you know, testing the waters themselves. And maybe they're just asking the universe. Often when I see the Magician, it's somebody who's asking the universe to kind of help me out here. You know, hey, universe, what, you know, show me or guide me towards, you know, some sort of, like, give me a hint here, basically. Okay. Now, in the present situation, you have the Sun card and you have the Judgment card. Okay. Now, the Sun card talks about solutions, being able to see some sort of clarity. It's interesting because both of these cards represent clarity. So for some reason, this person is on your mind and you see something clearly. So you either see that, hey, eventually in your head, you believe that you guys will come to some sort of resolution, come to some sort of solution. You know, the gray skies will lift. Maybe there's a lot of negativity that's been harnessed here for a long time, and that's clearing up here with the Sun card. Now, the Judgment card is very interesting because the Judgment card is about looking back in the past and forgetting or forgiving, not forgetting. It's actually very clued in on the past, or very honed in on the past. The Judgment card talks about, though, forgiving somebody. So forgiving somebody who hurt you, or forgiving somebody that, you know, treated you badly, or that you have, you know, ill will towards. And I'm not saying that you're sitting there like, oh, I can't stand this person, but somebody that still, when you think about them, there's hurt or there's pain behind it. What's interesting, though, is this is also forgiving yourself. And every time I do the Judgment card, or I pull the Judgment card, I say a very similar thing. And people, I hear somebody in my head always going, what do you mean? I didn't do anything to this person. But the thing is, as I always explain, the Judgment card is about releasing yourself from any pain that you caused as well. Because when we are with other people and things get ugly, we can become our own worst selves, or we can say things that we regret. So this not only releases, you know, you from, you know, being angry towards this person. It's finding peace about the situation, about this energy in your life. Whether you get back together with them, whether, you know, you guys communicate or not, that's a whole different story. This is just about forgiving and letting the past go. If there is going to be a new start, it's seeing the solutions that can bring you guys together to move forward. Now, very interestingly, they have, I'm going to start over here with the Five of Wands, because the Five of Wands is chaos, priorities, competition. So this person, Pisces, may have, or may, when you guys were together, had different people who were interested in them, or had, maybe you guys had different priorities, because for some reason here, it seems as though it's this, the Five of Swords energy I talked about. To, you know, the double head sword, so to speak, or double-edged sword, but in that card, double-head sword, because it again talks about the chaos. Like, one minute you got this person who is like, I love you, I want to marry you, Pisces, you're the person for me, and the next minute you got the person who was like, you know, I'm not sure if this is what I want. Maybe they were looking elsewhere. Maybe there was you know, some distrust there, something that possibly made you guys feel a sadness, or feel there was some sort of, priorities would be in check, and then all chaos would break loose. One minute you were getting married, or you guys were going to be together forever, and the next minute, you know, you're breaking up again, and you guys couldn't stand each other. So that's very interesting to see here, Pisces, because again, there's competition though as well. So I don't know if this person had different people who would appear in their life, or something along those lines that maybe caused insecurities, or they entertained different options. Now, you have the Star card here, and I love the Star card for you guys. This is, well, for this other person, because this tells me, Pisces, that this person still has hope and inspiration towards something with you. There's other things that got in the way. This doesn't necessarily even have to be people that got in the way. This could be priorities, or, you know, this person had other things going on in their life and they couldn't make you first priority. But here with the Star card, it's kind of saying, remember that you are their priority. Remember that you are somebody who, you know, is a big priority for them, and they haven't given up all hope. There's still an inspiration here, Pisces, that one day maybe you guys can communicate and come together. So they do have this kind of star energy towards you, which again is that hope, that inspiration, not necessarily 100% ready to close the chapter on this. Now, here in the future, you have the Two of Wands and you have the Knave of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Wands is figuring out your goals. This isn't, if it was the Three of Wands, it would be trying to figure something out with somebody else. As I said up here with the Seven of Cups, I don't think that you're, you know, completely by yourself all the time. And some of you, maybe, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, you know, the best healing and the best times in life can be spent getting to know yourself. But the Two of Wands talks more about your goals. Where do you want to go? Who do you want in your life? What type of energy do you want? Do you want to figure out the past? Do you want the solutions and the forgiveness from the past, and with the past, and making peace with the past, and possibly moving forward with the past? Or, you know, do you see yourself moving forward in a completely different direction? Now, you have the Knave of Pentacles too. And the Knave of Pentacles is very interesting, because this talks about, you know, number one, knowing where you're going. So it's kind of a woke energy. Anytime I see the Knave of Pentacles, it's talking about wake up, like wake up and smell the roses. Like, what do you know, what are you waiting for? Like, there's no game here. Let's not play a game. Let's be realistic here. Are we making this happen? Are we not making this happen? This is like, open up your eyes and seeing, you know, it's time to wake up. It's time to make a decision one way or the other. It's almost like you keep this person in your back pocket, but you're not sure what the intentions are. And therefore you're keeping that connection with that person alive in yourself, and also could be pushing the connection towards them, you know, obviously unknowingly, or for some of you maybe knowingly, because you think about them a lot, and in reverse they think about you just as much. Now, in their future, they have the Sun card, which is solution. So there may be a possibility that you guys find some sort of solution here. There may be a possibility that you both kind of see what you need to see. Now, the only interesting thing here, though, is the Four of Cups, okay? Because the Four of Cups, you're looking at where you're going, and the Knave of Pentacles is saying, look, Pisces, wake up and make the decision. Which direction do you want to go? It's almost like you've been keeping yourself in limbo during this time, okay? That's where the intensity is coming in. Maybe they're popping up in your head because you haven't quite let them completely go, or you haven't quite decided if you want to fully get back together with this person, and therefore it's just kind of that wave of, you know, am I or am I not? Am I? Should I? Shouldn't I? You know, woulda, shoulda, coulda, Or, you know, is this happening? Now, they have the Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups is feeling like they're wasting their time or taken for granted. So Pisces, maybe you've approached this person a few times wanting to get back together, and then you kind of back off. I feel as though over here you've been a little unsure of what you want to do. You've been kind of doing your own thing. Even though, again, there's a gut punch where this person is concerned, where they're definitely showing up in your life, so to speak, for a reason right now, either to completely clear the air and get some sort of peace, or to find some sort of solution and come back together. But here, they're it's almost as if they're like, you know, I've seen the solutions, especially with the Star card above it. I've seen the solutions, you know, I know where we need to be, but it's almost as though they can feel your uneasiness here, and they're going, look, you know, I don't want your cup unless you're really offering the cup. And you may be kind of like, well, I dealt with your double-headed dragon up here, so, you know, we're kind of even. But that's not the energy where you want to go with this, right? Let's not get into a pissing match here, right? Now, psychic abilities. So this goes perfectly with what we're talking about. This is the closing card. And then, like I said, if this resonates with you, you want to know more, the extended is below, where we're going to clarify this a little more. But the psychic abilities talks about, this is, you know, the third eye. This is what I was talking about, that gut punch. This is what I was talking about, this intensity. This isn't just a little wave of, oh, I thought about this person. This is either you're going to bump into them, you're going to see them somewhere, you're going to, you know, see them on social media, you're going to hear about them, you're going to, you know, think you see them in different places, dream about them, etc. I could go on, you know, over and over and over. This is saying, look, there is a reason this person is on your mind. I'm not saying that they're on your mind because, oh, you miss them so much and you love them and you want to get back together. Although for some of you, you know you do, and you're lying to yourself if you say you don't, but I'm just throwing that out there. But for others of you, really it's a time for either closure or confronting this head on. So really, when it comes down to it, the reason the universe is kind of pushing you is to say, what direction are you going? Because you've been on the fence or in limbo for so long that there's different things you want. And in order to move forward, sometimes you have to tie up loose ends, or you have to figure things out, you know, or you have to make decisions in order to progress. Okay? All right, Pisces, the extended is below. I'll see you later. Bye.